folks, it's Jason here. Today I'm going to be talking about a very good Sam Adams brewed beer. It's called Sam Adams BlackLager. It's a very unique beer. I've tasted nothing like it. It's extremely delicious, and today I'm going to be reviewing this for you guys. Okay, so one thing that I can tell you about this beer is on the bottle here it says, "We use a unique type of malted barley to create the smooth roasted flavor in Sam Adams Boston Lager, Black Lager. The husk of the malted barley is removed before roasting. The result, rich roasty flavor with little burnt bitterness and extremely tasty brew." And it's a traditional lager, medium body with a deep roasted character. Its dark color and rich malty flavor come from caramel and chocolate malts. This brew is lightly hopped with Bavarian noble hops for unique smoothness and richness. Alright, I was looking up a little bit on the Sam Adams website, and it talks about how this beer is not even, it looks like a Guinness, a stout, or a porter, but it's neither. It's actually modeled from the Schwarz beer, which is from Germany. It's a pretty much dark beer that is bottom fermenting of the yeast, which basically is a different technique that they use. Now I'm going to pour it. As you can see, this beer definitely has a good head on it. Maybe a little too much head. Alright. Now there is one way to get rid of the head, and that is to use a sweat or elbow grease, as they say, and that brings the head down. Okay. Let's see if I can top this off here. Now, initially pouring this beer, I notice a very strong smell. I notice the hops. I smell the hops, and I smell the sweetness and chocolatey smell to it. Oh, this definitely has an aroma to it. You can smell it actually when you open the bottle. That's how much of a good smell it has to it. All right, let's try it here. Wow. It kind of has a smooth, like coffee flavor to it almost. I feel like I'm drinking something like a creamy, smooth coffee. It's very, very smooth, but I can taste the malted barley in it, and I can taste the bitterness from the hops. It's just a really good combination of ingredients that they use, and it's in their Brewmaster's collection, so it has earned a spot in the Brewmaster's collection, and it definitely deserves it. Yeah, this beer is definitely a unique beer. It looks like a Guinness, as you can see. It definitely is dark. It's almost like a jet black or a coffee color even. It's pretty much like coffee color, as you can see. I mean, there's there's not much to that. I mean, it's but the flavor is like smooth like a Guinness, and bitter, not as bitter as a Guinness, but unique in its own sense. I definitely could sit down and drink this, but it is a thick beer. It's thick, but not as thick as a Guinness. No, not even close. It's not as, just does not have that thickness, but If I were to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, um, I'd probably give this beer an 8 out of 10. It has a great smell to it, has a great flavor, um, and it's just up there in my favorite beers because I like stouts, and although this is not technically a stout, it's a Schwarz beer, which is different than a porter or a stout. It definitely has a very similar taste. So I would give this beer an 8 out of 10, and I would recommend this to anybody that's basically matured as a beer. This is not a beer that you pick up right away and you start drinking. This is a beer that takes time to acquire taste. You start out with softer beers, and this beer is more of a smooth, bitter, chocolatey taste. And I'd recommend it to anybody. So 8 out of 10 for BlackLager. And come back for more of my beer reviews. Thanks for watching.